to the next level.
Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Coach Tiffany Parr with Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine. We are taking center stage on the Own It Publishing platform. And today, once again, I have one of my favorite contributing writers, one of our featured business owners who has been in the family for quite some time. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on in. Hey, Jeffrey, good morning, good afternoon for you. How are you today?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate this again. It's always fun being sharing this. I'm going to say sharing the stage with you, this, social media platform stage.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us once again. Now, as you all know, Jeffrey is the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics. He's one of the ones that does the holistic health in our magazine and has some amazing articles in there. And Jeffrey, so why did you decide to get into being a certified holistic wellness coach? What brought you into this realm?
Yeah, that's a great question. After 27 years of being a software engineer, basically I got burnt out and left corporate America in 2016 and was trying to find my path, if you will, my mission. And during that time, I was dealing with some health issues that really were not getting any better. And in 2018, I was introduced to the Holistic Chamber of Commerce down here in Florida. And, I've heard about holistic, and the typical saying is, oh, it's that fluff stuff and it's voodoo and it's that, So I come from a family who, there's some doctors and health professionals. So I just said to myself, you know what, I need to go check this out to become educated. So I did. And during the first couple of months, I was actually introduced to the Holistic Mental Wellness Company. But I was also at that time being told by my doctor that she wanted to put me on a 6th medication. And that's when things started to really wake up for me, because my father unfortunately passed away from type 2 diabetes, heart disease, leg amputation at 70. And I'm like, I was in my early 60s, and I'm like, I don't want to follow this path, the same path, because his sister and his brother passed away from type 2 diabetes as well. So, and I was told that to manage my type 2 diabetes, you have to manage it with medicine. So long and the short of it is, I was introduced to this company. I really embraced the fact of the microbiome, because it was a new science that was coming out. And that started my journey for becoming a certified holistic wellness coach, because my belief today, through my own research and the people that I am surrounding myself with, from holistic practitioners and health coaches like yourself and other people that are outside of our broken and corrupt systems. There are paths out there that are, and people, I'm going to say people who are hungry to help people better their lives. So when I jumped into this program, I said, I've got nothing to lose, because I do want to understand, why is my condition getting worse? And long and the short of it is, 9 months later, I lost 60 pounds, came off of 5 meds, reversed my type 2 diabetes. And the reversing is basically meaning you get it down, you get your numbers down to a normal state.
Right.
And because of my body type, because of my metabolism, I still have to be aware of my sugar levels. It is what it is, but you can bring your sugar levels down, your glucose levels and your A1C, which are both indicators, blood indicators to where you stand on that spectrum of type 2 diabetes. And with that, the doctors aren't going to tell you that. It's here, take this medication, take this medication, take this medication. Oh, you're having problems with that medication. Well, here's another one.
Right.
And it just gets to be that vicious circle, that gerbil circle of wheel just going and going and going and never getting any better. So that was, and it's funny that you asked that because a number of people, I'm going to say in the last 4 to 5 months have been reaching out saying, so, why did you become a holistic wellness coach? And I haven't told my story in a long time. And I think that, I'm coming to the realization that my path is taking me on a journey that is introducing me to people, places, things, and opportunities that I never had before. And I'm forever grateful for that opportunity, such as Phoenix Fitness magazines. I never thought I would become a contributing writer, and then going on to Own It magazine, and then having my own TV series with Mupo TV, and doing an anthology book, so forth and so on. So it's really been an incredible, humbling experience over the last, I'm going to say since 2018 is when the journey actually started. So, and I think it's important for people like you, people like myself, and other people who are of like mind, who are out there sharing and providing this information, because we don't find it in mainstream media. It's the advertisements for the pharmaceuticals. And oh, by the way, these are the side effects. And, the commercial is like 30 seconds, but the side effects are 2 minutes long.
Right.
And, but, plants are put here for a reason. We need to get back to that ancient science.
Absolutely.
To really understanding the benefits of plant-based protocols. And it's once you embrace it and once you realize that you start going on that path, what I really recognize is that although it was 9 months of that journey, the body really starts responding to those healthy nutrients that are in there, as opposed to man-made chemicals that are in there destroying your insides.
Right.
So, so that's been a accoutrement to me moving forward and really getting out there, sharing what value I've learned to educate that individual, for them to say, that sounds interesting. It sounds correct, and maybe I need to do some more digging. Rather than go to your doctor and then immediately go to the prescription pad and here, take this.
Right.
It's about getting to the root cause of what's going on inside. And to talk about the food system, the food industry, and the environment, that's a whole nother ball game.
I know. That's another show.
They're all part of the formula, and you have to look at the different aspects and start incorporating in baby steps, the food, and trying to get off of medications, and looking at the water that you're drinking and what's in the city water, if you're doing city water or bottled water, so forth and so on. So it's that journey of understanding what is impacting us from a chemical perspective, and address that. And I'm not even going to go as far as saying the 5G towers. That's another aspect that is being introduced, and now there's science out there proving it's detrimental to our brains, it's detrimental to our health, it's burning us up alive. So
and that'll be a whole different show as well. I mean, we could get into all the different signals and things like that are out there. And, of course, that's why I do the whole PEMF, therapy and
Right.
things like that,
And
because we've got all that. So,
yes, yes. And
mhm, mhm.
all of the new research that's being done on the MNRA,
Yeah,
that is going
yeah,
to be massive, very massive in the coming
yeah.
months.
Definitely, definitely. Oh, I love our conversations. I tell you, Jeffrey. Well, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this awesome shift that Jeffrey is kind of making and really just kind of incorporating some things that are going to really make a difference here very soon, or have been making a difference in his life. So we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. This is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, again taking center stage on the Own It Publishing platform, here with certified holistic health and wellness coach, Jeffrey E. Berger. So, Jeffrey, okay.
Well, first, before you go on, great
Yeah,
commercial. I loved it.
thank you, thank you.
That's the
Now,
first
that
time
is
I've seen that.
actually that is one of our media service people. It is Upscale
Upscale.
um, Media Business Solutions, excuse me. And they are
Awesome.
awesome. Very, very cool. So very mellow.
Excellent.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Jeffrey. So let's talk about this new kind of change that you've made here in the last few months or so that you've been sharing. You are now making a change with incorporating holistic financial fitness, which I know we've talked before, and we know that spiritual, mental, physical, the financial, everything runs hand in hand. So just to tell
Correct.
us a little bit about what you're doing to incorporate that into your world, and yeah.
Yeah, no, no. I'm excited because of what I've learned this past year and making some changes last year uh, with my whole, as my business, abundance and optimum wellness, and I always have been of the belief we should be living a life of abundance and optimum wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And I was addressing the physical, the mental, emotional, and sometimes the spiritual. I would bring into it. I'm still working on the spiritual aspect of it because that was gone. That was left aside for many, many, many years. But with that being said, I was concentrating on my physical and mental primarily, and the emotional through understanding how the body reacts to the foods that we're eating,
Mhm.
because what we put in our mouth are the nutrients that we require for being healthy from a physical, mental perspective, but then also from a mental. What am I reading? Who am I around? And
Mhm.
who are the influencers? And what am I learning?
Right.
So, but over the last 2 years, when I'm coaching with people, well, before I say that, I talk about stress, anxiety, depression, burnout as being epidemics.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking with my coaching students, the number one thing that stresses them out is finances.
Yeah.
And it's a global. pandemic, epidemic, if you
It really
will,
is.
that is in epic proportions. So I started to really evaluate that in my journey because, everybody's out there trying to, they're building, they want to leave corporate America because they're not happy. They want to build their own business. And of course, business takes money to, be successful. But
Right.
when you're trying to build a business and have a different potential outcome for the individual, and they're saying, well, I can't afford it, or, I can't do this, or, so it's either finances or they're not willing to take ownership of and be in control of their own health
Mm.
rather than being directed by a doctor. And I don't take away from doctors
Right.
100%. There's a time and a place. As I've said before, hey, I'm the first one to raise my hand. When I'm passing a kidney stone, give me that morphine. But I didn't need metformin for it was close to 15 years, every
Wow.
single day, twice a day.
Yeah.
So looking at the financial aspect of it, was like, what else is out there that is different? So with that being said, I was introduced to something last year, and like most of us, yeah, sounds too good to be true. And it sounds like a Ponzi scheme. It sounds like this, it sounds like that. So with that, I said, wait a minute. I made some changes in 2018 and 19 about my own health,
Hmm.
my physical, mental wellness. Well, I need to start maybe opening my eyes to the financial and wellness, because that was stressing me out. It was still
Yeah.
stressing me out.
Yeah.
And many of us have gone through a roller coaster, being in, those of us who are in the 50s. I'm in my 60s. I'm going to be hitting 69 next month. And with that, you're looking at the financial situation. I'm saying, this is not good. Losing $75,000 last year just in the stock market. And it's like, it's like a roller coaster. So I
Yeah.
said, I'm going to jump in, take a look at it. And we shifted some monies from a 401k that was dwindling down to a 101k, and made some changes. And within the first couple of months, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I'm seeing the rewards coming back. And then we took some more chunks of money and put it in. So bottom line is that, we diverted, we took 200,000 from one of, a combined of multiple accounts, shifted it over to here. And within 3 years, we're going to generate $500,000. So that includes the 200
Wow.
initially, plus the
Great.
300 in addition to. And this is all done through this new program that I have embraced regarding international real estate fractional ownership. And I'm like, fractional ownership, I was like, that was like Chinese to me back in the
Right.
day.
Yes.
But today I'm embracing it completely. So this is giving people the opportunity who always wanted to invest invest in real estate, even buying a home. Most people can't even buy a home.
No. Right.
But this is a platform that people can take some of their money and redirect it over to here, and within time they're going to get some returns back. Okay.
Yeah.
And I talk about going from a centralized system to a decentralized system. Our centralized systems are broken and they're corrupt, because it's all about the bottom line. How much can we bleed the consumer out there to make us richer? All right. And I looked at doing my banking with that money and investments on this side versus this side. And over here, I wasn't getting good returns. Over here, I'm getting incredible returns. And this return
Returns.
was 150% return in 3 years. You don't get
Wow.
that in the stock market.
No, not
So
at
this is
all.
all about
Wow.
educating people about the up and coming digital world of blockchain, because this is where the world is going, is blockchain technology, because it is a technology that is going to help reduce significantly all of this corruption where these companies are able to manipulate the ledger and do all of what they do to confiscate monies illegally. So it's been really, really great. And I just got back from Dubai. I was approached by the CEO because they just signed, sealed, and delivered all the paperwork in the United States to do business, and they've asked me if I would take a lead role in helping, bring this this opportunity to the American people who are looking to make some changes in their life, some positive changes. So that's why I incorporated. So it's incorporating it because finances are the number one stressor, which impacts your mental health. And once your mental health is going, then your physical health is going to go down. Yep. And as people are becoming more financially secure and comfortable, then they're going to have the monies to be able to spend on stuff outside of the traditional medical world, because in order to get well, unfortunately, there aren't enough customers in that holistic space for people to be, really benefiting from it, because everybody's pretty much over on this side here, and they're relying on insurance to pay for their bills, their medical bills, so forth and so on.
Right. And it's all about doing your research, like you said, it's just, and a lot of us are skeptical, but I, recently went to, your webinar that you had, your informational webinar. And I mean, it's great information, to bring to the family and to talk about the option, because these returns are just amazing. So,
they are, and they're not. Yeah, and they're not going to last that long, because there are going to be changes, because this is a startup. And there's a lot of money that has been invested into this by investors through these entrepreneurs. And we're evolving towards what's called an ICO. It's an initial coin offering, just like an IPO. When a business corporation goes public, we're going to be on the market. But what really, basically, I mean, sealed the deal for me. Not only was Dubai, I came back with a renewed sense of a fire in my belly, if you will, that burning desire. One of the things that really sealed the deal was Tuesday night, when Tahir Afazal talked about how this currency, which is a V-REIT. And just to give you a highlight, when people are losing money in cryptocurrency, and there's a lot of scams out there, as you say, skeptical. I got burnt. I'm being burnt right now with another program that I'm in, because I was willing to learn, but I'm now learning what are the signs to look for to find out if it's a scam or not. And this one here, and this one over here, it's like that token, that coin, that whatever, it's out in the cryptocurrency world where you can't touch it. It's out there in La La Land, is what I'm calling it now. And over on the real estate side, this is a tangible asset. It's a physical asset that you can go to, you can touch, you can feel, you can look at. And in which I actually visited 2 of the sites while I was in Dubai. So that made a huge difference, number one. And the second thing was this particular currency, which is a digital currency, is registered with the appropriate authorities. So which means that the SEC, who is out there really attacking crypto companies, which they should, if they feel that there's some illegal things that are happening, which they are, but we're set up to where the SEC won't come in and shut us down for 1 or 2 years, just like XRP and Bitcoin in the earlier days. They were shut down to make sure that their ducks were in a row, if you will.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. I love the fact that you were able to go there and see, exactly what, what you're investing in, and see the real estate and touch it, because that's very important. when you are investing, because again, like I said, people get burned. I've been burned myself.
Right.
And it doesn't feel good. So I'm so glad that you are bringing this information to the forefront for people to learn more about. So.
Yeah, and I do, just on a side note, real quick, I'm doing 2 presentations a month, and I'll put that into the comments section if people are interested in just getting,
Awesome.
checking it out. More than happy to join the webinar.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeffrey. So we're going to go ahead and cut to another quick commercial break, and then we will be right back with Mr. Jeffrey Berger.
Thank you.
All right, and we are back. Another smooth one. That one is from Mupo Entertainment. So here, kind of just swaying in my chair with that one.
There
So
you
we
go.
are back. This is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine with Mr. Jeffrey E. Berger. So Jeffrey, what are some key points that you'd like to share with our viewers today about holistic financial fitness?
Great question. And what I've really embraced the fact of encouraging people to remain open. It's great to be skeptical. It's
Yeah.
not great to be cynical.
Mhm.
If you're skeptical, that means there's still that possibility of getting some information to get educated, because there is so much that is going on in this world that where most people get their information, it's incorrect information, it's altered information, and it's pushing a specific agenda by a certain group of people. And this is not the correct agenda. And keep your options open, because there are people out there who are working very diligently to provide a new direction, just a little shift. And that's all it takes, is just a little shift,
Yeah.
and get this information, because that happened to me back in 2014, 2015. I'm like, getting this information from mainstream media
Yeah.
or whatever. And I'm like, that doesn't, something is not aligning for me here. And that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of when I started to really open my eyes to being more open, instead of go to school, get an education, go out and find a safe, secure job. A safe, secure job. There's no such thing, but go find a job and be a robot for the rest of your life, and listen to what they say, when to jump, how high to jump, and what to do. We need to take ownership of our own lives. We need to be the CEO of our life. And too
Absolutely.
many people are not the CEO, because they're relying on what they say, what they say, what they say.
Right.
So keep
Right.
your options open to getting information. More and more people are waking up, which is great to see,
Yes.
and realizing that things are not going the way they should be going. They're going downhill pretty quickly. And if we don't do something to change this relatively quickly, it's going to be a disaster. So it's going to be a
Yeah.
big cluster. But keep your options open. Take ownership of your own life and be the CEO. Get information and evaluate it. Going back and forth and educating yourself. Then you can weigh it out and say, well, you can make your own educated decision from that point.
Right.
Okay.
All about the educated decision. And I love it what you said. And again, quoting CEO from Own It magazine and publishing. Right. Take it's your life. Own it. And be the CEO of your life. Even if you are an employee at a company, you are the CEO of your life. Every decision that you make in every moment, every day is your decision, and you are the CEO. So definitely take ownership of that, everyone. So Jeffrey, thank you so much for joining me once again. It is always a just awesome conversation with you. Please share with the audience how they can get in touch with you if they'd like some more information. And we also have it down on the ticker as well.
Yeah, you can get on the ticker. My cell phone is there. Just text first. I do have a website, www.jeffrey as in Edward Berger.biz. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, on LinkedIn, pretty much under Jeffrey E. Berger. Just look for the bald-headed dude, and then he'll be there. So feel free to reach out to me. I am here to provide, some guidance with people. I do have right now I have a free ebook, How to Eliminate Stress Without RXs. That is free now. I will be making some changes to do a little donation for getting that 40-page expanded book, because it started out with 20 pages. It's now 40 pages. So we as Tiffany, as myself, we want to get healthy options out there for people who are really looking, because they're not getting it from where they're at right now. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey. And yes, everyone, we are definitely out there to help you get physically, mentally, spiritually, as well as financially fit. You have heard it here today, some amazing information on how to be holistically, financially fit, as well as holistic mental and fitness today. So if you want any other information, you can subscribe to Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. Jeffrey has been with us going on now, oh my goodness, almost 3 years.
Yes.
And you can watch his transformation when you look at our January covers, 2022, 2023, and now he is also slotted for 2024. So look for that. So everyone, it is Friday. It is Fabulous Friday. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Have an awesome weekend, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Take it to the next level.